Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to Unspoken Wordz. So today I'm going to be doing it's not a mini twist tutorial because there's plenty of that on YouTube. So come on this with me whilst I turn this into mini twists. So what I have decided to do is I'm going to be doing comparing the two on how it's going to make my twist out look. So on this side, on my right side, is going to be the Vaseline. I'm going to use this to seal in the products, and then on my left, I'm going to be using this hair grease to seal the products on this side. So we'll see which one is, or how it looks, how the twists look after I have done both sides. Yeah, forgot that I have bobby pins in here. You know how I don't know about anybody else, but when I put bobby pins in my hair and always seem to forget that it's there or can't find it afterwards until like days later. So I am just going to quickly massage my scalp because I still have quite a bit of oil left over from this. So I'm just going to massage my scalp and just get the, blood circulation going. And now I am going to find a good movie to play. Don't you just love adverts, guys? Especially when you can't skip them. Let's just split this into 4 sections and then start from there. So I have 2 different tools to use to separate my hair. I don't like how pointy this is, and yes, I have knitting needles. I'm an old soul. I know I've been knitting since I was in, fun facts actually, I have been knitting since I was in year 5, year 6, one of the two. That's a funny story, but that's a story for another day because it was a bit embarrassing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this knitting needle to part my hair. Yeah, like I said, I've not really used this knitting needle in a while, but we're going to use it now as a good parting tool because I don't like I said, I don't like using kebab skewers or toothpicks, and I can't find my rat tail comb. I don't know where it is, so this was my alternative. Alright, now I am just gently separating my hair and showing you the part. This knitting needle actually parted my hair pretty nicely. I don't know what I was thinking it was going to do, but I didn't think it was going to be this neat and this separated, but yeah, it did a good job, so I'll be using it more often. Yes, I'm just, as you see me now, I'm just parting my hair into the 4 sections so that it's a lot easier for me to work in these sections. And don't mind the little, I don't know what to call it, just me dancing because of my 4 parts that I did. I don't know. So now I'm going to start with the side which is going to be the grease section. I don't know if I said it earlier on, but what I'm doing is I'm going to spray water on my hair, apply my leave-in, and then put the grease as a sealant, because obviously grease has petroleum or petrolatum, which is a sealant, so it's going to seal in that moisture for me, And yes, of course, you can't really see it on here. All you can see is me applying the grease, but I did apply water to each strand and leave-in conditioner to each strand to make sure that when I apply the grease, I'm sealing in moisture and not just sealing in nothing. And you can actually see that last strand that I did before this one that I'm doing now. It was actually shrinking. In the time lapse, you can actually see it shrinking up, which is quite cool in my opinion. And you can see it shrinking up again. Oh, that's so cool. And that's, I believe, is the last strand for the grease section before I go into the petroleum side of things. So this is the last of it. Let me just quickly stop this so I can do it for you guys. And then I'll come back and I'll just do the Vaseline one on the other side and come back when it's a little bit, when I'm nearly done, just so that you guys can see. I think, and then tomorrow morning I'll take a photo and show you guys a video, just to show you guys which one kind of has more definition, which one shrunk more, which one did whatever the other one did. So this is the I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but yeah, that's that one. And I will be back, guys. Now I'm nearly finished with the Vaseline side of things, and even doing it, I could tell the difference between the two. The grease is a lot heavier. The grease seems to have, I don't know whether to say hold in moisture, if that's the right word, or just, I don't know, I think it's just because it was heavier, that's why I preferred the grease to the Vaseline. So because obviously I'm going to go straight to bed after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bag my hair, put a shower cap on, and then a scarf, loosely tie a scarf around my hair, and then I am going to go to sleep and allow my hair to kind of soak up the remaining products as I am sleeping. Alright, so I'm back and it's the next day. And yes, this is how everything is looking. I don't really know if you can really see it on the camera, but this part is what I put grease, and this part is the Vaseline. So let's go with the grease first. With the grease, I want to say it's a lot more elongated. It's elongated, but the ends are curled up, so it kind of balances it out with the Vaseline. Of course, because of the product is heavier, so it brings it down a lot more. It's a lot more defined. The twists are tighter, and it's the strands are thin. I don't know if you can tell between these two. This is the Vaseline, this is the grease, and the Vaseline looks a little bit, this twist just looks a little bit thicker than the grease. So yeah, the twist of the Vaseline looks thicker than the twist of the grease. So yeah, I think that's one of the main difference between the two. What else? In terms of how they feel, one definitely feels a little bit more weighted with product than the other, which is obviously the grease side. What I did is I put my twist, because obviously I was going straight to bed and there was the product in my hair and I didn't want it to go on my pillow. I didn't want to cause a breakout, so I decided that I was just going to bag my hair, so put a plastic bag, and then my usual bonnet and my tile, the bonnet that I tie, and then I went to bed, and that just ensured that my hair can kind of soak up the product a little bit better. So I was able to sleep and not get any product on my pillow or my face. And that's something I've actually been doing a lot recently, especially when I put products and it still hasn't absorbed yet. I usually just kind of bag my hair and go to bed. because it just ensures that my pillow isn't drenched in the product that normally my hair would absorb if I left it for a long enough period of time. And my voice is sounding a little bit croaky, guys, but it's morning, and yeah, it's early in the morning, but that's besides the point. So in terms of which one I prefer, definitely the grease, just because it just allows my ends to be twisted up, and just has a rounded finish to the ends compared to the Vaseline. I'm trying to see if I can find one. See, like this one here is, it's the ends are I don't know if you guys can see, but the right ends are still kind of out and not tucked in. Like you can see, if you can just about see those strands at the bottom. And with the grease, okay, it's still kind of the same thing, I'm not gonna lie. But the ends with the grease is rounded compared to the Vaseline. If I even show the two that I was showing before, that's not the one I'm looking for, this one. You can kind of see the ends. Let me see if I can. On the camera it looks like it's exactly the same thing, but I promise you the grease has made the finish a lot better compared to the Vaseline. So what are my thoughts? Because I really spent 5 minutes trying to explain myself. My thoughts are, if your hair can take heavier products, then by all means go ahead and do the grease, to kind of seal up your hair. Like I said, I stopped doing oil and grease because it didn't make sense for me to be doing. So I only use leave-in conditioner and grease. But if your hair can't take those heavier products, then definitely go for a heavy oil. Or if your hair is still on the more on the finer side, so the descending order, so it will be grease. In my this is my advice on how it should go. So grease, Vaseline, heavy oil, light oil, and a cream, like a lightweight cream to use to seal your hair. But yes, that's basically it. So if you just don't like the feeling of grease and it's just too much for you, then definitely go for the Vaseline. You can kind of see even on the camera that this side is a lot thinner and kind of more weighed down than the Vaseline side. The strands, this one's like, the strands are a lot thicker and fuller and things like that. And you'd think that it would be a good thing to have it like that, but I don't know. If it was either or, I wouldn't mind. In terms of if everything I sealed with Vaseline or everything I sealed with grease, I wouldn't mind, because the look obviously will be different. So if I wanted a more thicker looking twist, more like, juicy type of twist, then I would definitely do Vaseline. But if I want it to be kind of more, on the slimmer side, more on the tighter side, then I'll do grease. So in terms of movement, this one, like I said, because it's a heavier product, so it's not moving as much as this one. This one is very free to move. This one, even the way that it kind of lies on my hair, this one kind of frames my hair a little better than this one. And then the grease, it's kind of sticking, like you guys can see the difference. I mean, the back is doing something different, but I didn't put as much Vaseline in the back of my hair as I did on the... Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you enjoy using. Do you enjoy using grease, oil? Have you stopped using, because I know some people don't even put oil or grease because their hair just won't take it. They just use other means to moisturize the hair, because the hair is more, how do I explain it, like just using something like leave-in conditioner is enough for the hair, because the hair is just that fine. So yeah, just because other people, and just because I'm using grease, just because I'm using Vaseline, just because I'm using oil, doesn't mean that it's a be all and end all. Doesn't mean that you have to use it, and even if your hair isn't cooperating, that you still must use it because this person on YouTube or these people on YouTube are using it. So that's just my little experiment for this particular video. That's the end of the video, guys. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.